Okay, this episode is LPOP, Listening Observation Post, or formerly known as a hunter's blind for us, backwoods people, I guess you would call it. Okay, here's a simple diagram of basically of an area. We're camped up top. This right here is what they call the main dirt road. These skidder roads, I mean, you got a couple of them. Up top of this road, it branches off into the next valley. This right here is one little creek, another little creek. This right here is pretty much vertical, straight up and down. This it runs along the ridge line of the mountains. This runs it up, you know how it goes if you've been up playing. So basically what you have here is a vertical, and right here is a little valley, which is kind of a small saddle, or back what you want to call a holler. And then it comes to the road and does the same thing over here, another hollow. So basically you got, a couple sets of boobs. Double D's. Hell yeah. Makes it more fun. Okay, so what we're doing, here's your main road, boom, comes up to our base camp somewhere up around in here. Now in a real scenario, because this is all hypothetical, say me or whoever, my little group or whatever, we always want to look for more people. How the hell are we going to see somebody coming up to us? Okay, from here all the way to our base camp's about a half an hour, because these roads, you don't want to travel too quick. Like I said, this road going down in here, it's like, oh, whoops, turn left into a lake. No, you're turning in, yeah, you ain't getting your vehicle out. And then how this is, it's pretty much, vertical, you ain't going up it. I don't give a shit who you are, unless you're a billy goat. So, the concept of an LPOP is to look and observe and listen. Like I said, it's line of sight is easy if you're using FRSs and GMRSs, or the other fucking little radios that nobody likes.
The Bofang.
Yeah. Okay. So you would place somebody here along somewhere along here, because I'm gonna come back, walk this damn road because it's hot, and then show you this area right here where we were gonna put an LPOP. But after I build it and construct it, I'm gonna tear it apart. So even though I could use it as a hunting blind, but it'll be easy to reconstruct. So, like I said, we're going to come back down and I'm going to show you the area, and I'm going to videotape it, pan it, blah, blah, blah. And after it's done built, I'm going to shoot it again and show you how it, using the bliss, blend in low, irregular shape and size that nobody can see it. Even the military would be impressed. But it'd be one of them hypothetical scenarios where if you put one person here and he's watching this road, like I said, there's only one way in. You don't want anybody sneaking up on you and going, surprise attack, buddy. What happens in the woods stays in the woods. And I know some of y'all like it, but that's besides the point. God, that got me off track. Okay, so basically I'll build it, and that's what they would do, is radio back in, because it takes about a half an hour to get to this point. So that gives you a half an hour to get your shit and get the fuck out of there, and then have one other person who stays behind it and deletes as much sign as you possibly can. You go to your rally points, and whoever's in the LPOP would already know that. So basically he'd radio in, and he'd be de-assing his ass out, because like I said, you got a little valley here. You do it right, and then you follow the elk trails or the deer trails, because there is little trails. Yeah, they are kind of fun, a little challenging, but hey, you got something you got to get out. It's kind of like when you're a teenager and the cops came, run. Yeah, you come up with all kinds of, even the fat fuckers ran like a motherfucker, which was impressive. So, that'll be, I'm thinking it's going to be a 3-part series, and it's pretty simple to do. It's just you just go out and do it, and it's going to be kind of fun, and I'm going to be using limited tools and what's with me. Like I said, you don't want to mess it up too much, but you also, and part 2 is going to be why I chose this exact spot. I mean, everybody, you got the concept, but I'm going to go into more depth of why, the pros and cons of, okay, I'm in this little area, or whoever's in this little area can get his little ass up, because you think of the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario for me is everything broke down and they're hunting people. Possibility of Humvees with 50 cows? Yeah, that would not be fun. Okay. You just observe, or a band load of fucking God only knows what coming up at you. A bunch of ICP motherfuckers with guns. Yeah, music's kind of interesting, but man, there's some crazy motherfuckers. But you figure, worst case scenario, people get stupid. And then basically stupid comes from fear. And that's why I'm doing these videos to encourage people to get out there, because most of when it comes down to it, it's fear. I'm fear of failing, or I'm fear of this. I know most of you are civilians, but how do you learn? You go, I'm trying. You learn by fucking up, and it's better to fuck up now than fuck up when it really counts. And that goes for the military too. They're cookie cuttered, and once they've been cookie cuttered out, it's easy to figure them out. Think outside of that box. So,
and the more you practice, the easier it'll become, and it'll become more second nature for you as well.
And then you respond versus react.
Yeah.
And that's what you want, where it just boom. And then after it's all sudden, wow, that was pretty cool. And like I said, all this kind of shit, your woman will start looking at you in a whole different perspective, because what you're doing is you're actually doing it and showing that you can actually take care of shit. You become the man, the dude meister. And your kids will respect you too, and they'll say, hey, especially if you got boys, but then some of those girls, they're like, hey, I can do it too. You know?
We got nieces that are like that.
Which is cool. And the way I look at it, it's the old Boy Scout motto, and I will reiterate, it's better to fucking, to be able to be prepared for anything. Because that way, if it does happen, it's easily done, and then you go on about your life. And I'm going to harp and harp and harp, and you guys are going to realize that's what I do. I will harp on shit. Because if it does happen, and you use nothing but excuses, one, depending on my mood, when I run across you, you might be my bitch. Or, you're the family that you brought up, and I look at you and go, what was your excuse? Other than excuses, I will help your children. Your woman will become my maid, and she will earn that. But you might become long pig for somebody else. And I hate being, hey, this is all hypothetical. Or I might just say, hey, sorry, I can't help you or your kids. You should have helped yourself. You're an American, and you need to start acting like it. So that's all I got to say about that. Part 2, because I'm doing it all in one day. So it's like, because I've noticed a lot of people do videos, oh, there'll be a part 2, and then shit happens. I'm doing it all in one day, and it's hot. So I'm going to have sweat coming from every damn orifice, but then I get to take a shower or a bath in a nice cool creek. Nothing like mountain spring water. Cold, but it does do the trick, and I will cool off. And hopefully these videos will get out and help people. Even if you don't use it for this scenario, you can use it for hunting. And go, wow, I got me that big ass buck. All because I watched this video. It had nothing to do with hunting. So either way, it's a win-win. That, and it clears my conscience. So
tomorrow will be part 2, and then the next day will be part 3. So each day we'll have the next part.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going to try and, I know this is going to be kind of lengthy talking and stuff, but I'm going to try and keep these videos about 15, 20 minutes because, hey, that's a long time to be watching.
Yeah.
But then again, some of the stuff I've watched, I'm kind of like, damn, this motherfucker's different. I did listen to a lot of Eminem, Slim Shady, NWA, Slayer, Pantera. So I'm a mixture, and I also like Beethoven. So, yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. About Flight of the Valkyries is a bitch. So until next time, have fun.
Go play.